For thousands of years, roads have provided a means for safer and more efficient movement of travel. But as you will see in a moment, this is not always the case. While some of the roads on our list are heavily traveled thoroughfares, others are remote, winding, narrow, and some even say deadly. Whatever the case may be though, the following video would likely convince you that walking isn't really that bad after all. Here's a list of the roads you will never dare to drive on. Number 1. BR319 Brazil. BR319 is a highway in Brazil, but it is unlike most highways you know. This road is famous for its terrible condition, gigantic potholes that can easily pop a tire, crack your rim, or even screw up your car alignment. While BR319 was constructed to open up the Amazon rainforest for economic purposes, the combination of remote location and poor workmanship that led to the outrageous state of the road made it difficult to achieve this goal, especially since the road is practically impassable during rainy days because of the thick mud. Number 2. Kabul Jalalabad Road, Afghanistan. The Kabul Jalalabad Road, also known as National Highway 08 or NH08, is a highway running between the Afghan cities of Kabul and Jalalabad, the largest city in eastern Afghanistan and capital of Nangarhar province. The road is about 152 kilometers long and travels upwards from an elevation of 575 meters in Jalalabad to 1,790 meters in Kabul. Because of the many traffic accidents, the road between Jalalabad and Kabul is considered to be one of the most dangerous in the world. Although the winding two-lane road offers barely enough room for cars to pass, drivers continue to whiz by at death-defying speeds, while heavy trucks have trouble climbing the steep incline. The death toll along the Kabul Jalalabad Road in Afghanistan is so high, locals have just lost count. The road is also plagued by Taliban-led suicide bombings and kidnappings, a peril that drivers have come to accept as they make their way along the major trade route. The surrounding area, including the road, is often referred to as the Valley of Death. Number 3. Passage Dugwa. Passage Dugwa is a natural 2.5-mile road on the Atlantic coast of France, which is often considered one of the world's most dangerous roads. The road that passes through the stone connects Noirmoutier with the coastal town of Beauvais-sur-Mer since the 16th century. Many people have miscalculated their drives and have lost their cars in the process. The surface of the road underwater is as deep as 13 feet, which means that if you have not completed your journey, then you will have no choice but to leave your car. Number 4. Taroko Gorge Road, Taiwan. Taroko means magnificent and splendid in the Aboriginal Taroko tribe's language, words meant for the views of the national park rather than your driving experience. The Gorge Road is made up of a series of tunnels carved into a mountain along the Taiwanese Grand Canyon, connecting the east and the west coast of the country through sharp turns, narrow paths, and blind curves. In 2012, a driver and 13 tourists were lucky to escape with their lives when their bus failed to climb an incline in the road. Their vehicle rolled backwards, hitting one of the few barriers and fell down a slope, causing injury to the passengers within. The frequent earthquakes and typhoons that lead to rock falls may also complicate your journey along this truly treacherous route. Number 5. Zojila Pass, India. Vertigo sufferers, look away now. The Zojila Pass, or Zojila Pass as it's sometimes known, can be found 3,528 meters up in the Himalayas. The road connects the people of Ladakh to Kashmir Valley via a one-lane trail, which hugs some of the tallest mountains in the world. Zojila is often covered in snow, anywhere between 15 to 24 meters deep, which takes the Border Roads organization in the region up to 2 months to clear. In 2009, clearing efforts couldn't prevent the need to rescue 350 people stranded on the road thanks to heavy snowfall. Worse still, in 2012, 11 tourists were killed as their vehicles skid off the barrierless pass into a deep gorge. Number 6. Karakoram Highway, China to Pakistan. Nestled 4,693 meters above sea level, the Karakoram Highway, or KKH, connects China and Pakistan over a total of 800 miles. It was started in 1959 and completed in 1986. But only after a shocking 810 Pakistani and 82 Chinese workers lost their lives in its construction. The road has earned the title of the 8th wonder of the world, but has claimed the lives of tourists and locals alike in recent times. In October 2018, 17 locals were killed when a passenger bus fell into a deep gorge. In the same year, a tourist was killed and 3 others injured when a landslide hit a van on the infamous highway. Number 7. Austrian Road, Kazakhstan. A road that joins Kazakhstan to Austria? Think again. This 37-mile road is named after the Austro-Hungarian prisoners of war responsible for its construction between 1915 and 1917. The track takes drivers from the 990-meter-high Bukhtarma Valley up to the 2,137-meter-high Burkatsky Pass in eastern Kazakhstan. The shoddy route, forged using picks and shovels, meanders through a national park, offering incredible views of the Karakoba River. Don't spend too long gazing out the window though. Dilapidated bridges regularly fall into disrepair, making the route frequently impossible. If you're lucky enough to attempt a drive with all crossings intact, be sure to check the weather forecast to avoid potentially deadly landslides, which have been known to strike with little to no warning. Number 8. James W. Dalton Highway, USA. The James W. Dalton Highway, also known as the Hall Road, has been ranked the 3rd most dangerous highway in the world. The 414-mile road running from Fairbanks to the North Slope of Alaska was opened for drivers in 1974 to enable trucks to supply businesses with oil and gas. The highway twists and winds around steep mountains of the Brooks Range, where the lowest temperature ever recorded in the US, -62 degrees Celsius, occurred in the winter of 1971. In 1994, the road was open to tourists, which shocked some of the professional truck drivers who had been driving the treacherous 2-lane road for years. In order to help decrease the road's fatality rate, a helicopter patrols up and down the highway twice daily looking for broken down vehicles and accidents. There are few services and just one fuel stop at Coldfoot, which sits halfway to Dead Horse, Alaska at the north end of the highway. Number 9. Trans-Siberian Highway, Russia. The Trans-Siberian Highway can vary from well-surfaced motorway in the west to an unstable and tricky dirt track in the east. Conditions often deteriorate in the summer as heavy rains make sections of the road impassable. Such is the nature of Russia. The extreme winter conditions almost fully destroy parts of the road each year, and maintaining the huge stretch of road is near impossible. The road is isolated and desolate, so you would do well to carry survival supplies with you. If you get caught out there, it may be the last mistake you'll ever make. Number 10. North Youngas Road, Bolivia. The North Youngas Road in Bolivia, also known as the Road of Death, is said to be the most dangerous road in the world. With its narrow and uneven tracks, some only 3 meters wide, and very steep mountains and sheer drops of up to 1,000 meters. It's easy to see why. The road links La Paz with Coroico, with the first 40-kilometer stretch deemed as the most hazardous. Every year, hundreds of deaths are caused by vehicles plunging off the road while trying risky overtaking maneuvers. The road surface is unstable. Waterfalls cascade down the side of the mountain, and dense cloud cover makes visibility poor. After years of construction, a new bypass which tunnels through the mountain was opened in 2006, skirting around the most dangerous section of the road. Treacherous passes and poorly maintained roads and vehicles combine to make these roads the deadliest in the world. Would you avoid them or seek them out? Let us know in the comments. Subscribe, share, and give it a thumbs up for more fantastic videos.